Hey guys, Rusty here. So, a lot of you guys are actually wondering how do you animate in Roblox Studio. So, I'm actually here to show you guys that today. What we're gonna do is, I always like to animate in like a bright background. I think it just helps a lot. You can see it better. So, I'm just gonna edit the base plate a little bit. Just change the color to a nice vibrant green. And I'll just make the texture a little bit of grass for now. That looks good to me. So now what we're going to do is go up into the avatar tab on the top left. And then go into rig builder. And you can either do R6 or R15. Now the difference between them is with an R15, as you can see. Actually, let me get them both out real quick. So as you can see with the R15, there's a lot more body parts, as you can see, than with the R6. Now this, it's got an arm, a head, well, two arms, a torso, a head, and two legs. Now with this, it's got a lower torso, an upper torso, a head, 3 arm parts on each arm, as well as with the legs. So there's a lot more animating that can be done, like a lot smoother animation. So we'll be using this for today. R6 can go out of here, although the R6 can be useful for like short, simple animations. So what we're going to start off by doing is going into the animation editor. This should pop up when you click that. And now we're just going to click on our dummy here. Now it's going to ask you to name your animation. So we should just name this a simple jump, just for teaching purposes. So this is where we're gonna make our dummy jump. So we're gonna click this little plus, add all body, and then right here we're gonna right click and add keyframe. Now this will be our starting thing. So at the start of our animation, our guy will do that. So now we're gonna go 0.6 seconds in. 0.06 seconds into our animation. This is where we're going to want to start animating it. Now, by no means am I an animator, like at all, so be a little patient with me here. We're just going to kind of make him squat down for our little jumping animation. So also, if you're rotating things are way too big and high like that, make sure in model you turn that down. I like 5 for rotate and 0.05 for the move. That just makes it smooth, and the rotates you can get clean 90 degrees if you need to, and just simple things. So just gonna so by the way, the hotkeys for this, Control and 1 go to the select thing, as you can see, and then Control and 2 goes to move. These are very useful to memorize, and then Control 3 goes to scale, and Control 4 goes to rotate, and I believe Control 5 goes to transform. Yes, so this is everything: scale, rotate, literally just everything you can think of. So back to the animation editor. I'll see you guys when I have this done with. Alright, so I don't know what happened there. Alright, so as you can see, when we were animating that, it added more keyframes right here. So right now, if we start, just play our little animation down here, it'll go from our starting keyframes where he was standing up, and then back down to where we made him squat. So you always want to move forwards ahead of time before you animate it, otherwise you're going to animate it right on top of these keyframes, and it's just a whole mess. So make sure you move it ahead every time you make a new keyframe. So now I'm gonna make his arms control in the way his jump needs to be. I'll see you then. I'm in his ready position. So this is gonna be the frame right before he jumps off the ground. So as you can see, you can always go back, do this. If you ever need to add more keyframes, you can just, I believe you can copy these keyframes and just paste them right here. If you need to add more, and just go here, click right here, and now go ahead and change them, and that will appear right in the middle. If you want to do that, you don't have to though. So now we're just gonna get to work on making the actual lift off part. Alright, so now, nope, by no means is going to be a professional animation because I'm kind of a noob at animating, but as you can see, he kind of jumps. Now, honestly, I think I'd like this to be a bit longer, so I'm actually just going to move these keyframes over here, maybe put this here. So now you'll be able to like see him get in his stance and get ready. I'm also just gonna duplicate this keyframe right here just to keep him in his little position for longer before he starts jumping up. Actually, no, I don't think I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it nice and short. Yeah, I think that's looking good. So this is our jumping animation here. Now we're gonna want him to land again. So let's go ahead and make that where we can just go ahead and copy these, just paste them right over here. Oops, trying to make as many mistakes as I do. And then also just make sure you move him back down. Don't forget his lower torso as well. Oops. Well, I guess I made that a big mistake. So we'll put him back here for here. And then we'll grab our starting keyframes and we'll just copy these and smack them right at the end here. So if we look at our animation, okay, that looks absolutely terrible. If you want to, you can extend the timeline by just going over here and putting like a certain amount of minutes or seconds. And this will make sure you have lots of space. So this is our little jumping animation. It looks kind of terrible. But yeah, so now when you're done with your animation, I'll show you guys how to script it and put it into a game. So you want to set the animation priority to core. Just for this thing that we'll be doing, it'll just be it'll just play from right when we're at the start. If you want to make it an action for like sword movements, I can show you guys how to do that in different videos. We can go ahead and do those videos if we can get this video to 5 likes. That'll be the challenge for you guys there. So for here, just make sure it's set on core and do publish to Roblox. Now this will ask you for the name of it. I'm just gonna name it jump. A short description. It's optional. You don't need to do that. And just do commit. Submit. Now make sure you copy this little animation ID. Now what we're gonna do is just add a script inside of the dummy. Inside of the script, we're gonna add an animation. Now inside this animation ID, paste your little animation ID that you copied earlier. Sorry if this is a little confusing, but it's That's what it needs to be, kind of. Now we're gonna actually script it. So we're gonna get the animation. Let's just do animate short, and just gonna equal this to script.animation. Now we need to find the humanoid of the actual dummy. So we're gonna do script.parent.humanoid. That'll find the dummy's humanoid. Now we need an animation track. So we'll just do anim track equals. So we're gonna grab our humanoid and we're gonna load an animation that is our anim. Now, if you want to make this like play whenever a person touches a part or something, you can make it a new function. So you can do, if you have a part in your workspace, you could do workspace.part.touched connect function. So this will be your function. You actually don't need that. So you can just do anim. You probably want to do anim track, yeah, and play. So this will play the animation whenever your part gets touched, but for now we're just gonna do anim track play. So this should work. If we just go ahead, click play here. And we can also make it a looping animation, which we should probably do. So go into the animation editor again. Now if you just click this button right here, it'll make it a looping animation. Now you will have to publish this again to Roblox. Just do jump redo. Now you're gonna have to copy this ID again as well. But now all you have to do is just paste this ID into here and that'll work perfectly. You don't need to edit the script at all. So now if we play here and test it, just real quick, it'll constantly be doing our jump animation. You know, it's kind of like me when you guys subscribe and like the video. You know, you jump for joy. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel as it makes this guy happy and me too. Like the video, and if you want to see maybe even rigging custom models, get ready for animation, maybe sword fighting animations, let me know in the comments below and I'll make sure to make one of those. So yeah, goodbye.